So that's what the verse is made up of. Like I said, whenever we begin, you'll play the G5 power chord one time, and then after that, we'll play parts 1 and 2 of the verse, what I just talked about. You will play them together a total of 5 times. So that's what I'm going to do. Here I'm going to play the G5 power chord, and then I'm going to play parts 1 and 2 of our verse in real speed together 5 times. Now to do that, in real speed will sound like this. So that's what we've had so far here for our first verse. I played the G5 and then I'll play parts 1 and 2 together 5 times. Now after we've done that, what you're going to do is this. You're then going to play part 1 only, which is this. And after you've done that, you're going to strum on this D5 power chord for 2 measures to set us up for the chorus. And that'll sound like this. And by doing that, that ends the first verse. So now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to play all of the first verse, which all in all it consists of this. You're going to start with the G5, then we'll play parts 1 and 2 together 5 times, then you'll play part 1 only, and then you'll strum on the D5 power chord there at the end to set you up for the chorus. Now here's the first verse played all together in roll speed. So that's the first verse played in roll speed. Following that, we move into the chorus. Now after we've played the first verse, we then move into our chorus. And what I want to do here is I'm first going to run through the chorus, through the chord progression one time, and then I'll break it down. To run through it just one time, the chorus is going to look and sound like this. So that's what the chorus consists of here. Now for the chorus here, I have broken it up into 3 parts. We begin in part 1 by forming a G major chord. This chord is formed by taking your middle finger and placing it here on the 3rd fret of your low E string. Place your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of your A. Place your ring finger on the 3rd fret of your B string, and then place your pinky below it on the 3rd fret of your high E. This is a G major chord. The notes in this chord are the 3rd fret of the low E, the 2nd fret of the A, the open D, the open G, the 3rd fret of the B, and then the 3rd fret of the high E string. Now to begin here in part 1, we form our G major chord. We first pick our top string only. Then after that, we will strum our bottom 5 strings one time in a downward motion. So far here in part 1 of the chorus, we have this. Then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to pick our middle finger and our pointer finger up off the board. We'll leave our ring finger and our pinky where they are. What we're going to do next is we're going to pick our A string open. Then place your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of your A and pick that note one time. Then place your middle finger on the 3rd fret of your A and pick that note one time. So far, all together here in part 1 of the chorus, we have this played slow. Then following that, what you're going to do is you're going to then pick your G string open. And then after that, you're going to pick your B and your high E strings together. You have your ring finger and your pinky there still. So far, all together here in part one of the chorus, we have this played slow. Then after that, you will leave your ring finger and your pinky where they are. Place your pointer finger onto the second fret of your A string. You'll pick that note one time. And then after that, once again, play your G string open. And then after that, you will once again play your B and your high E strings together, still playing the third frets of both those two strings. And by doing that, that ends part one of the chorus. The chorus, part one, played all together in slow. So that's part one played slow, part one played in real speed. So that's part one played in real speed. Now for part two of the chorus, what we're going to do is we're going to form a D major chord. This chord is formed by taking your pointer finger and placing it here on the second fret of your G. Your ring finger is on the third fret of your B string, and then your middle finger goes on the second fret of your high E. These are the three notes that we will hold down here, known as a D major chord. What we're going to do here in part two of the chorus is we're first going to pick our D string open. Then after you've done that, you will then pick the second fret of your G where your pointer finger is. Then after that, you will pick your B and your high E strings together. And that will end part two. Part two of the chorus played all together in slow. Part two played in real speed. Now here I'm going to play parts 1 and 2 of the chorus together slow, and then I'll play them together in real speed. Parts 1 and 2 of the chorus played together slow. Parts 1 and 2 played together in real speed. And now moving into the third part of the chorus, what we're going to do is we're going to basically move our ring finger has stayed on the third fret of our B string the entire time. Now for part 3, you'll want to take your pinky and place it on the high E string, third fret. And then what we're going to do here is we have those two notes held down, which are the third fret of the B with my ring finger and the third fret of the high E with my pinky. I have those two notes held down right now, and I'm going to leave my two fingers there throughout this part. What we do to begin in part 3 is we first play our A string open, then place your pointer finger on the second fret of your A, play it once, then place your middle finger on the third fret of your A and play it once. So far here in the third part of the chorus, we have this played slow. After that, you will play your G string open, and then you will play your B and your high E strings together in an upward motion. It will be the third fret of both the B and the high E. So far here in part 3, we have this played slow. Then after that, place your pointer finger on the second fret of your A, play it once. Then after that, play your G string open. And then in an upward motion, pick your bottom two strings. And that will end the third part of the chorus. Part 3 played all together in slow. Part 3 played in real speed. So that's part 3. Parts 1 through 3 of the chorus that make up the chorus, played all together in slow, will sound like this. So So that's parts 1 through 3 played slow, then played together in real speed.